In today's video, ladies and gents, I'm going to be going over the Queen Charge LaLo attack strategy at on Hall 9 with no CC. If that's like fun to you guys, let's get into it because it's going to be a lot of fun. Let's go. So your Queen Charge has several jobs. First of all, it needs to take down the clan castle, and second of all, it needs to take down the queen. If you know that there's going to be a lava hound in the clan castle, then you can possibly try to avoid it so that you don't actually lure the clan castle, and that's just one less thing to deal with. And then the next job of your Queen Charge is actually to create some very nice pathing. And so for this space, I think it was something like this, and then that will cause a really nice path for your for your LaLo to go through, which is going to be the second step of your attack. And so that's gonna be something like that, and then it's gonna create a nice path for your LaLo to go through, and it's gonna be kind of a nice line for that. It's gonna be like a nice highway L-shaped kind of pathing. Your king, he's responsible for pathing and for your queen, but if you can kind of get him to, let me show you real quick, there's no actual examples of this, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. So if you can get him to walk around after funneling your queen in, then maybe he's going this way, and then you can send in some wall breakers to break this wall, and then he can destroy this compartment as well, which is just going to help out your LaLo a little bit. Now, another great thing about your Queen Charge is that you want to try taking down as many valuables as you possibly can. So, things that are dangerous for your LaLo is going to be things like the obvious expos, wizard towers, and air defenses. Those are going to be kind of the main things, and also air sweepers if you can. Now, another thing I do want to suggest is they try not to go through or against the air sweeper. As you can see, this air sweeper is pointing this way, and I don't even know where the other one is. The queen probably took it during her Queen Charge, so that allowed our LaLo to just smoothly go through that side right there. Now, if you take a look at where the Queen Charge is actually charging, she's charging into around here. If your Queen Charge was charging into, okay, say she was charging just straight up into here and not in here, then this air defense could have been hitting the healers, and that would have essentially ended your whole Queen Charge. So you want to keep track of where the air defenses are and where you're actually Queen Charging. And also, if there's an expo farm, it might be a little bit hard to Queen Charge into that area, but after a little bit of practice, you'll be able to do it. Okay, so he's gonna start this replay by, I'm pretty sure, placing his queen down at the 6 o'clock side of the base. Let's just wiggle a little bit. So there, so the queen is on the 6 o'clock side. The reason he did this is he's gonna walk all the way to around here, then he's gonna charge the queen into this area right here. And the reason he started right here is because he was planning on going into this compartment and actually failed. And if he would have just went into this compartment directly, then the air defense would have essentially killed all his healers. So he decided to just walk so that he could take this air defense and wizard tower as well. If you can get your extra value out of your Queen Charge by doing like a little cute queen walk beforehand, then why not do it? So the queen is going to take her time. Let's go ×4 right around here. She's going to get a little bit of extra value. She's just going to be walking along the side. Notice he dropped the LavaLoon, which is a great thing to do just to make sure that one of your healers doesn't die from black air mine. And if you're doing this attack with just 3 healers, you have to really use those LavaLoons to really make sure that your healers don't die. And so here, as you can see, he's using his super wall breakers to try and break his queen into this compartment, but he actually fails. And then he uses his king to funnel to break the queen into this compartment instead. So there is the king, and then he's going to be sending in some more wall breakers right around there. And the wall is going to open up just like so. And the king's going to go into that compartment as well, and actually going to help the queen out a little bit. The queen is going to keep going, and there is another LavaLoon, which is going to be testing for black air mines. The king is going to take it down. The LavaLoon will keep going, clearing a big fat chunk of area to make sure nothing is there. And there you go, the queen lures the clan castle and is in space of the enemy queen. So notice, the clan castle and the queen are literally right together. So if you Queen Charge into there, you get your Queen Charge like building objectives. So we take down the CC. I want you to notice the placement of the actual rage spell. As you can see, the rage spell is on top of both the queen and the healers. The point of the rage spell is pretty much, like, mostly, in my opinion, is more for your healers, but other people think it's more for the queen. And essentially, it's just so that your healers can heal your queen more, because they'll have a stronger healing effect. And now he's going to be starting his LaLo from the left side of the base. The reason that you might not be doing the stack strategy, maybe you're doing your Queen Charge correctly, but you're just not getting triples. And maybe it's a problem with your LaLo. LaLo is one of those skills in Clash Clans that is really hard to master, and I don't want to say only the best players know how to do it, because that's not necessarily true, but it's one of those things that noobs don't know per se, and many good players also don't know how to do. It's just something that really requires a lot of practice and understanding of the game and all that stuff if you want to learn how to execute it properly. So if you're not getting this, just keep practicing, keep going at it, and I'm telling you guys, you're gonna get it. It just requires a lot of practice to queen charge successfully. It's not an overnight thing. The next attack I'm going to show you is actually one of my attacks. As you can see, I deployed the king near the 9 o'clock side to funnel a bit for my queen, and then another baby dragon near the 6 o'clock side. Then there is my queen. I want her to walk into the air defense compartment where there's 2 air defenses, a bomb tower, and a mortar. I found that a very good compartment because, as you can see, there's the queen and the clan castle that I can reach. Also, I want to get as much value as possible and as much funneling as possible, so that's why I didn't start at the top right side of the base. Even though I could have easily got those 2, there's just not as much value. Because here, I'm getting air defenses, I'm getting wizard towers, I'm getting X-bows, I'm getting a lot of really good value, and also more pathing, which is obviously very important. Since we have such a small LaLo, we only have like 1 lava hound and 16 blues or something like that. You have to like make a lot of pathing. You have to make your queen charge fairly big, because otherwise your LaLo is just not big enough to be able to take down the rest of the base. So here's a poison on the CC and the queen. It's both at the same time. Notice the rage is both on my healers and my queen, so that my queen can keep going through the base and getting healed nice and strongly. Now my queen is going to be going up against the enemy queen. I made quite a bit of a mistake here by queen charging into an air sweeper, which caused my healers to essentially be less effective. But that's fine. My queen still got the objectives and was able to stay alive. And then here I'm going to be starting off my LaLo. As you can see, that nice L shape. And at this point, because I took down all the important air sweepers, it really didn't matter where I started my LaLo. The air sweeper didn't really matter too much, but I started on the opposite end of my queen so that they can kind of meet. And my LaLo is just going through the base just like so. Just haste on things like wizard towers, all those important defenses. I'm gonna try maybe giving you like a quick LaLo guide almost at the end of the video, maybe. I'm not sure yet. You can't really give a little one. I'm probably not. It's not really one of those things that you can make a little guide on because there's so much to it. But I'm gonna leave a link to a LaLo guide in the description box down below. I didn't make it, and the video is fairly old, but I think this is the best LaLo guide you're gonna find on the internet. And when a YouTuber recommends another YouTuber's video, not his own, you know that it's gonna be a very useful video. Anyways, I made sure to also drop my cleanup right after deploying my LaLo, and there's a triple. So let's quickly once again go over the steps of queen charge LaLo. So you want to charge your queen into the base, ensuring that you get both the clan castle and the enemy queen. Besides that, you want to make sure that your queen establishes some nice pathing for your LaLo and also takes down as much of the base as possible and hopefully gets as much values as possible. Things to watch out for, what you need to make sure that you funnel your queen in the base, obviously. But another important thing that people often miss out on is air defenses. And so when the queen can't reach an air defense and then the air defense is hitting the healers, just be aware of that. And then for your LaLo, please watch the video I left in the description box down below. I didn't make it, so you watching it isn't going to benefit me at all, but it's going to benefit you guys so much. I watched this guide like 5 times to improve my own LaLo, to eventually becoming good at LaLo. But this video is just amazing. Anyways, guys, that is the end of the video. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, because I upload Clash Clans content every single day at 2 PM, and comment what you want to see next. Thanks for watching, and see you guys next time.